Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, or if you're new, welcome. We're gonna get back into more Amberlynn and Reid content. We are back with the depression arc, which honestly, I am so bored of already, but let's get into it and see what Amber is up to, shall we?
Hey guys, welcome to a new vlog. So today is January 31st and I have an appointment today. I actually have a consultation with a therapist who specializes in BPD and CPTSD, which is perfect for me. I was diagnosed with those things a couple years ago, and since then I have not seen a therapist.
Honestly, a pretty apt description of how your life is. You're diagnosed with something, you really should be in therapy, and yet you refuse to go because, you know, YOLO, I guess.
The psychologist who diagnosed me, I did see them for a bit, but they did not specialize in that. And they recommend you need to see someone who specializes in these things. And I'm like, I know, but I don't know. It's like, it's scary for me. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, it's only scary because you might not actually have those things and you may have something else. And then you would have to accept the fact that you are a narcissist and then everyone was right.
So I'm extremely nervous, and it's literally just a 15-minute consultation to see if like we're the right fit. That's about to happen in about 30 minutes, and I'll let you guys know how it went.
She's gonna say some stupid bullshit. I know that for a fact. Like, oh my god, it was the best ever. Like, she gets me on a level that no one else will. And like, she specializes in BPD, and those are her favorite clients because like, I'm that ooh special.
Is my phone staying still? Yes. Okay. So obviously I've had my consultation. I'll talk more about that later. Me and my mom just grabbed a bite to eat because we're about to go to electronic bingo.
I do have to give it to Amber because filming in public is embarrassing as hell, but doing it as a 500-pound woman in a restaurant parking lot, like, that is next level embarrassing. So like, props to her for being able to do that.
I've been so sad.
Well, that 1 minute was a nice reprieve. Now we're getting back into the depression talk.
And it's just nice to be out with my mom. Oh, here she comes, here she comes.
Oh, it's windy out here, man.
It is windy.
Honestly, I was just thinking, Mama Lynn, please take us out, and sure enough, she took out the camera.
What happened to your phone?
Oh,
What are you doing?
Mate, that was a horrifying sight. That was straight up just out of a nightmare. That must have been what Grandma Lynn saw before Mama Lynn went to prison.
What are you doing?
I was filming.
What'd you say?
I was vlogging.
Oh, God.
Oh my god, is it broke?
Oh, funny, right?
Mama Lynn has zero shits to give, and I love her for that.
Look at my mom's outfit. I was like, dang, that shirt's so pretty. I've never seen it before. Guess where she got it?
Salvation Army.
You said Goodwill.
I mean, Goodwill.
Yeah, Goodwill.
It was Goodwill.
Yeah.
It was right by my house.
I was like, who would get rid of that shirt? I thought it was so cute on her.
Oh, it's long sleeve. What?
I just realized that we're wearing the same colors.
Girl, you're weird.
Black and red.
Amber, that was a reaction over nothing. Oh my god, we're wearing red and black. Okay, like, calm down.
I'm so full. I really cheated on my diet.
Oh, hold on. What was that?
Really cheated on my diet.
Not Amber stepping out of frame so that way she can hit the vape.
Like,
That's relatable content.
It's so bad.
Speaking of cheating on your diet, I had a really weird interaction last night. I had my mum show up to my place, and like she has a key, so she just lets us off in. And I'm in the middle of filming a video, and she just walks up behind me and shoves sorbet in my face, like straight up. I didn't even realize she was there. I jumped like 10 feet in the goddamn air, and she's like, here's some sorbet. And I'm like, all right, cool, thanks. I open it up, and half... and a good chunk of it is gone. And she goes, yeah, I didn't like it. So she just gave me sorbet, and I was like, all right, cool, awesome.
Title of this
tomorrow.
vlog, my mom cheated.
Yeah, so now I'll just eat. Yeah, right. And I'll just eat like lettuce all day tomorrow.
Do you remember when we had a turtle named Lettuce? When we lived in Windsor in the restaurant?
His name was Lettuce.
Yeah, we fed him lettuce, so I called him Lettuce. I was like 5.
Amber, you constantly harp on about fat phobia, and yet you are the stereotype in which you constantly complain about. Like, my dude, you have a cat named Wasabi, you have a dog named Twinkie, and you had a turtle named Lettuce. And at 5 years old, you named the turtle after what it eats. Like, you are the stereotype.
I don't remember the name.
But do you remember the turtle? Remember we had him in like a...
Apartment too, in a fish tank?
Yes!
Yes.
Please tell me it wasn't a tiny enclosure. Like, I really don't want to know that.
Yes!
I remember him now. Yes.
Remember when I had a snake? Remember when I carried around the little baby chick?
I do remember that.
Let me guess, Amber, you named a Nugget?
It's like I have these small...
Her name, I think her name was Her.
Really?
Yeah.
Who named her?
You did.
Oh my god. Okay, do you remember when...
Does it strike anyone else as weird that, you know, Amber owned a chick, a snake, and a turtle, and yet she couldn't afford more than one set of pants? They owned all these animals, but they couldn't feed the morbidly obese girl. Like, anyone else confused? Because I sure as hell am. And owning pets are expensive. I would know because I have a dog, and straight up, that dog, like, I spend more money on a weekly basis on that dog than I do myself. Like, straight up, if I did not have Banjo, my expenses would be cut in essentially half. Like, I'm not even kidding.
The red barn, and the only way that I would poop is when I put on the boots and I'd go out there in my diaper and squat.
Yeah. Or you put on those boots Easter egg hunting, and you have to lick the blue egg, you find the yellow egg.
Why would I do
You
that?
lick each egg. I don't...
As someone who doesn't have a child, but does have a nephew that they do look after occasionally, children will put anything in their mouths, like straight up. It doesn't matter what it is or what it looks like, just how off-putting it is, it will go in their mouth. And like, it is a horrifying aspect to look after a child, and you have to do something and take your eyes off them even for a second, because you know for a fact there's only just 1 second goes by and they're going to be choking on something.
I don't know.
That's so weird.
So funny.
Or when I got third-degree burns. It's like I remember all of these things from
ramen on you.
Amber, it is not physically possible for third-degree burns. I'm not even sure it's possible for second-degree burns not to leave scars. Like, it is just impossible. I have never had a third-degree burn, but I have had first-degree burns, and they have scarred up. So there is no way in hell that you're telling me that you have had third-degree burns, something that is physically impossible not to leave scars, somehow magically not leave scars on you. You are saying something without even knowing what the hell that means.
Dad surprised me with a bike one time before we went camping.
Oh, that's just to give you guys wheels so you leave us alone when we got to the campsite.
I know. Yeah, like
No, Mama Lynn speaking the truth. Amber, you were annoying back then.
Probably. I've shared like, oh, we've gone camping and stuff, and everyone's like, oh, that means she had such a good childhood. It's like, no. Do you know what my parents were doing at camping?
In the tent, most of the time, arguing, trying to get high.
Yeah, and me and my brother.
I mean, compared to what you could have been doing, like, I would prefer the yelling and screaming and getting high over anything else.
We're out doing our own thing, but still, like, I enjoyed it still slightly, because that was at least a break in our monotony.
Change of scenery, anyway.
Yet here you are 20 years later doing the exact same things, refusing to change because you don't want to change.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a terrible parent, but
we don't have to talk about that.
I can't change that right now. So.
I can understand wanting to relive old memories, but at the same time, if your mum's going to go to that mindset of, oh, I was such a shit parent and that's going to depress her, why bring it up? Like, why cause that type of negative feelings right now when you're having fun?
I'm talking about that right now.
Also, like, the stupid accent, instead of trying to reassure your mum, like, hey, I know you made mistakes, but you changed and you're a better person now, so it doesn't matter what happened back then because you're doing better now and you're trying to make amends for that.
Gets deep. Can you imagine if we had a podcast?
Why do they call it podcast? What's POD stand for? It stands for something, you would think.
That's a good question. I don't know.
Amber did not just say that she has no idea what POV stands for. Like, no, you know what? We're not even going to engage in this. We're just going to move on.
Or they have no hair left. It's getting so thin. I don't know what the heck's going on.
It's the Oklahoma, because ever since I moved here, my hair's been thinning. How does that make any sense?
Yep, of course. It's anything but Amber's fault. Like, it was the cancer and the menopause, but now it's the Oklahoma weather.
So you can order drinks here, and they deliver it to you. And she delivered it to me, and I turned my cup around, and she wrote "pretty sure" on it. Isn't that sweet?
Oh, you know what that means, Amber. She wants ya. She probably saw your really big following.
Okay, you guys, hello. I have been home for a little bit now. Me and my mom had such a good time. My stepdad was there. None of us won, but I actually met a subscriber when I went to Glow in the Dark Bingo, which I vlogged a little bit of that. Then we started talking on Instagram, and she wants to be like a little bingo buddy. So she did end up going there because she's never done electric bingo before.
Oh my god, Amber's already got a next victim lined up. Like, how? Like some of yous really need serious help because I don't know why you're so desperate to be victims, but like Ted Bundy would have loved yous.
So I did see her there, but me, my mom, and my stepdad, we sit in the smoking section because they smoke cigarettes. And my bingo buddy actually did not sit in the smoker section, but it was still fun to see her there. But yeah, highly recommend electric bingo. So I want to give a few updates. The first one is about my 10-day challenge that I was doing. So I very much have put that on hold.
Yeah, none of us are surprised, and we can all guess why. You're gaining weight.
Like sitting here and just like vlogging my food and weighing myself every day and like talking about that all day is like...
It's mentally draining and puts you in a bad headspace.
Not really what I want to like preoccupy my mind with. I'm going through a lot mentally. I am going through a breaking heart and I am sad all day long. I try very hard to come on here and like put on a mask and try to be as positive as possible, but like...
Amber, please, there is no mask. Literally none. The first half of the video is you complaining, and then the other half is you happy because you're either eating or you're getting attention from someone. So, like, there is zero energy into putting a mask up.
Deep down, I'm hurting, and it's affecting my life.
You're acting as if we haven't seen the same cycle over and over again. Your life is only being affected because you don't have someone doing stuff for you and giving you attention. Like, the moment you replace her, it's gone. It's over and done with. She means nothing to you.
I will say though, I was having a really good time showing you guys what I was eating, logging on my fitness pal and like weighing myself daily and showing you guys, you know, the calories and the weigh-ins. So once my brain just feels a little better and my heart feels a little better, I will definitely start doing that again.
You know what would be even better for your heart is if you went on a diet and stuck with it so you lost some weight and that way it's not struggling to, you know, keep up with the rest of your body.
So the next thing I want to talk about is semaglutide. Am I still going to be taking it, etc., etc.?
Honestly, at this point, it doesn't matter because it's a waste of money. You're still gaining weight.
And the answer is yes, I am. But there's an issue. I have no more semaglutide, and today is Friday, and I'm supposed to literally double my dose on Sunday, and I don't even have any.
That's convenient.
They told me to contact them about it. I did that. I even vlogged and I was like, you guys, I messaged the provider because it was my third shot. That's when I was supposed to tell them. He asked if I wanted to double my dose. I said yes, and it still hasn't shipped. And that was almost 2 weeks ago. Like something like this wouldn't bother me if it was like a materialistic thing, but this is like a medicine.
Yeah, I really don't believe this. It sounds like an excuse to me.
And I'm relying on this company, you know? So it is just a little frustrating. My fingers are crossed that like maybe tomorrow it'll get shipped out. Like it's Saturday and I'm pretty sure things ship out on Saturdays. So again, fingers are crossed and I will definitely keep you guys updated. Like I was just genuinely looking forward to doubling my dose actually because it's not working at all. So I hope that like once I do double my dose, like it'll actually start being in effect because I'm taking it for a reason.
Really? Because you sure as hell don't act like it, because the sodas, the chocolates, the unhealthy food, none of that is really helping you lose weight. So maybe you can also do other things to help you lose weight, because at the end of the day, it's a drug to help you, not to fix you.
Which reminds me, I have had some people ask like, why does semaglutide make you nauseous? Does it like depend on what you're eating? And no, it doesn't. Semaglutide makes a lot of people nauseous. That's like one of the biggest side effects, and that is the reason why it makes people not want to eat.
I have heard that, but I've also heard people who do take it say that it only affects them temporarily, and then after a while, it basically just depends on how much they eat and what they eat. So if you're constantly having nausea, maybe it is what you eat. You're simply trying to wish it away by saying, well, it's not what I actually eat and how much I eat. You don't know that because you're not doing the right thing. Maybe if you did the right thing, maybe the nausea will go away. Of course, that's even if you have it, because let's face it, Amber's not known for her truthful nature.
I never notice a difference, whether I eat something very small the day prior or a little heavier the day prior. Like if I'm getting nauseous, it's literally just because that's a side effect that decided to happen, not really based on the food that I'm eating.
You don't know that because you haven't tried to do the right thing and work around it. You are simply just guessing and assuming because you don't want to take responsibility for your actions. Because if other people are feeling the effects of nausea because they do the wrong thing, why aren't you also feeling that effect? Because of that reason. You say something as if it's the truth and you don't even know if it's the truth.
Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is my all members live streams. There is something I'm noticing because obviously an all members live stream means it's not open to everybody to watch.
I'm guessing someone's going to be talking shit about Salty Crab.
I currently have over 200 members and I genuinely was not even expecting to have like 20.
Oh yeah, no, we're all surprised. Like, we all thought you were probably going to get maybe 10, 15, 20 at most. We didn't think triple digits was going to happen.
So you guys are absolutely amazing and so sweet and just so supportive, and I appreciate that so much. I'm already looking forward to my next live stream. But anyways, the thing that I'm noticing is like, it's kind of like a game of telephone. People are contacting me in my Instagram, saying things I've mentioned in my live stream, but it's very just like twisted and it's a little different and not exactly what I said.
Here it comes.
So obviously there are reactors out there reacting to my live stream, but not really reacting it. They're just like narrating what I said or did in the live stream, because you can't like react to it because it's behind a paywall.
Yeah, and because they can't show it, so therefore they are a liar. That is the truth. They have the evidence, but they can't prove it, so therefore they're lying. That's how it works.
So it's like the game of telephone, which was one of my favorite games in elementary school, but it's very much not my favorite game right now. I do not mind reaction channels like narrating or saying what happened in my live stream, but I would appreciate it if people didn't like exaggerate what I said or twist what I said. Like, I genuinely want it to be exactly what I said. Like, if you're gonna narrate it and like dumb it down a bit, but like twisting and like exaggerating, I just don't think that's very fair.
Hate to break to you, mate, but it's called paraphrasing. And if you don't like that people are paraphrasing your words, well, do the power move and release it for everyone to see. Prove that people are lying on you or twisting your words, and then we will give you the benefit of the doubt. We will watch your content, we'll see that they're lying, and then we'll call them out. Thing is, they're not. And you're not going to do that because you know that they're telling the truth.
So a lot of you are not getting like the real information of the matter. So
because we don't know the full story, and we never will. That's just how it is. It is such a power move to make yourself look like a bad guy every single situation.
this is just another way for me to say, like, you guys are more than welcome to join my members.
Oh, Ember, that was actually really slick. I'll give you points for that. Hey, Foodie, you know, your girl over here is now e-begging. Do yourself a favor and call her out like you did Beck.
So far, it's a wonderful community, a lot of supporters. Yes, there might have been a troll or two, one in particular that I can think of, and I'm fine with that. I am totally fine with a troll or two. I'm fine with the hard questions. Doesn't always mean I'm gonna answer them. I have to be comfortable in the moment. Like, I'm fine with all that stuff. Like, the only type of people I'm not gonna allow in my chat are like people who are just like awful.
If you get a hard-hitting question that you can't answer, you just do the same thing you always do. Play stupid. I don't know what that means. Oh, no, you do. You definitely do. You just can't answer it.
But truly, if you guys want to find out all the tea genuinely and hang out with me one-on-one with a lot of other amazing people in the chat, then definitely join. There's a link down below. There's a little join button, I think, next to the subscription area. So definitely join. I would love to see you guys there on Tuesday.
There is not a chance in hell that I would watch that. Even if someone paid for the subscription for me to watch it, there's just, I don't have the mental energy to expend on that crap.
So the last thing I want to update you guys on is the therapist. Genuinely, she was so kind, and I loved that because she was like, a lot of people with BPD get judged even by other therapists. That sometimes people with BPD are hard to work with, hard to understand. Some of her favorite clients actually have BPD, and she genuinely enjoys working with people like me.
Yeah, either you're lying or your psychiatrist is a massive masochist. There is no in between with that.
And it made me feel so seen. And like, it didn't stop there because I explained to her, you know, I was diagnosed with BPD and CPTSD. And she explained to me that when people have BPD and CPTSD at the same time, that they become anxiously attached. And I was like...
Did she also say they become physically abusive and beat their partners? Because that's something that you've also done.
Jaw on the floor, because that is literally me. And it's like debilitating sometimes. So it's like, we haven't even had like the first session. It was literally just a consultation, and already it's like a vibe.
Of course it's a vibe. You're being justified in your bad actions. That's all it is.
It's gonna be a lot of hard work, and I want to update you guys as much as I can and as much as I feel comfortable. I know I get judged a lot based on like my past actions and things that I've done in past relationships or even here on YouTube. And it's crazy because...
Yeah, I'm going to stop you right there, mate. It's not going to fly with me because otherwise we then have to justify worse people, and it's not going to happen. Your mental health doesn't give you an excuse to be a shitty person. Get off your ass and do something about it.
A lot of the things that I've done has been because I have BPD. And it's like, in the past, even probably recent.
Can you honestly imagine having someone on trial, like, doing some heinous shit and going, yeah, but, like, I have BPD, so therefore my actions are not my own, so therefore, like, should be a free man for what I did, because, like, you know, it is what it is.
I have used it as an excuse, having BPD, for all of these things. And now it's like, I want to, like, have it as a reason. Like, the reason why I've done those things, instead of, like, making it an excuse. And
hey, genius, what you just said was the justification for your actions. I had BPD, and therefore I did these things. That is the reason I did them. That is a justification and an excuse for your actions. What you should be saying is, I was undiagnosed with BPD, I did these horrendous things, and in the future, now that I know better, I am going to go get help so that way I don't do them in the future. That is the difference. That is the difference in which you should be speaking, and yet you refuse to do so.
for a while there, I was like, what is the difference? Like, what is the difference between an excuse and a reason/explanation?
The difference is the acknowledgement of what you did wrong, regardless of the reason why. That is the difference. You excusing your behavior by saying, well, it's because I had BPD, is an excuse. That is a justification. That is why people keep saying you don't know the difference, because you truly do not know the difference.
An excuse is when you're not going to take accountability for it. An explanation is when you finally take accountability and you do something to change it. And I'm currently right here.
Accountability is not one single step. It's not just you going, all right, I'm going to go get help. It's acknowledging that you did something wrong, not excusing your behavior, trying to make amends, apologizing for what you did, and then going to get help. It's multiple steps. It's not just one little step, then you go, all right, now everything is fixed.
Took me a while to get there, but like, I want this Amberlynn to just like go away. I'm not going to be perfect. It's going to take time, and I'm just feeling very hopeful. And my first appointment is on Thursday. I really just want to do the right thing. I want to be a good person. I want to just heal and be better.
You want to be a better person, Amber? Stop crying, stop feeling bad for yourself, stop trying to make yourself a victim. Get off your ass, apologize for what you did, and make amends to the people you have hurt. That is what you do. You don't sit there and you cry and make yourself the victim like you always try to do, because otherwise, you're not going to change, you're just going to be the same shitty person.
Before we get too emotional, I think I'm just going to end this vlog. I hope that you guys did enjoy it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Alright guys, coming to the end of the video, thank you for watching, I hope you guys enjoy, and my god, thank god this is over. Too bad I got a foodie video next. Hopefully you guys will join me for that one. But thanks again for watching, and I hope you lovely people have a good day. Bye bye.